He then said to me, tell you what, the payment's not come through, but what if you send me another 100 quid? Because that should bump the first payment to come through quicker. And I was like, hold your horses, mate.
You thought, am I right, for a while that you were going to the semi-final at Wembley?
Mate, Jesus Christ. Mate, okay. I got scammed at the Euros. I cannot believe that. But do you know what? All right, for you guys, context here. I'm someone who is very savvy, usually very, very savvy with the way in which I savage, mate. That I'm very savvy in the way that I, go about technologically. Like I know when I wouldn't should. I ask the right questions. I'm not afraid. I'm not gullible. Basically, I'm very good at kind of judging when is right to do something and not. And I always have been, which is why I kick myself more than ever about what happened to me. Okay, so context-wise, obviously, I'm someone who's always been a bit slow and late to the party when it comes to buying tickets for particularly for football matches, like or shows like or kind of like I live literally next to the O2 arena, and there's so many massive acts coming through, and I'm always like, oh yeah, I'll buy tickets eventually, and they're all sold out. And I think I could have got there in like 5 minutes, and I've not, I've missed out on this amazing event.
Yeah.
So I'm always really late to it. So to have the foresight to say, I'm going to buy my tickets, a year ago and hope that England get to where they need to be in the semis or particularly when it's at Wembley and stuff, or even the finals, just didn't think to do it. And as the tournament's going on, I got more and more into what was happening. And I was even working the night of the Ukraine game. I actually was working, doing a fortnight show during that, so I had it on in the background very cheekily. Yeah. And I was so swept up in that. And then the Denmark game came around, and I was like, okay, this is going to be happening. This is actually a thing that's a semi-final at Wembley. I want to try and get a ticket. And I knew that they were out there. I knew that there was a possibility to get one. And I thought, okay, I'm gonna take a punt here and try and find something. And this is when I totally let my guard down. And I was like, okay, I'll try and find someone to sell me a ticket. They're kind of going for a couple of few hundred quid if I'm lucky to go to the semi-finals. And I stupidly found this strange. Didn't know the guy, and it was online. It was on DMs and stuff, and reached out about like a ticket that he had basically had 4 tickets for sale. I'll share the scam story, mate, because it's like I like to think that I was being smart, but clearly I wasn't. And this guy's like, right, I've got 4 tickets, 2 of which are me and my missus, and there's 2 tickets going spare. We're not going to use them. We're going to sell them. And I was like, oh, amazing, that's great. I'll go with a mate of mine, or had you been here, mate, I would have said to you to go. But yeah, it's like I'll ask and I'll see I'll inquire. So we're texting back and forth, and I was like, how much do you want for them? He was like, make me an offer. What would you what do you think? And I was like, and I offered him. I thought 250 quid for a ticket is not bad, and I kind of went in a bit less than that. We kind of came to that agreement. Mm-hmm. So I said, okay, I need proof. I want proof that you've got these tickets, because the whole thing, like, as I'm sure you guys are aware, probably listening to thinking, you total gooseberry savage. But still, like, I basically, everything's done via the UEFA app now. There's no like actual physical tickets. It's all kind of online mobile tickets.
Yeah.
You have to have a profile. Someone can buy a ticket and send you it. So it's really easy to kind of send tickets to people, but you can you obviously have them on your phone. So I said, send me a screen grab of the seats where the seats are sitting, and send me a screen grab of the tickets themselves, which he had. He had the actual screen grab. He said to me, give me a few minutes, I'll get this for you. I thought, okay, fair enough. That's fine. I'll wait a few minutes. And I wait like 10 minutes. And he got them to me. Had the seat view, decent. Had the tickets, and he'd scrubbed out the kind of seat numbers and things, but it was a legit ticket for the Denmark game. Like, it was like what it would look like on the app, and I kind of made sure to check that. And I thought, oh, okay, this is what. So whatever happens, this person either got a ticket or they know someone who's got one who's given them this screen grab. So I started asking more questions and this and that, and it was going back and forth. And we came to this agreement that basically, this is a really long-winded story, but I thought as a scammee, it prevents you guys from listening, and you as well from like getting scammed in the future, mate. So I was like, okay, cool. And I'm getting a little bit nervous because I know that these things are going to go like hotcakes. It's a semi-final, and England are in it against Denmark. So he says to me,
"You commit,
mate. Like, do you know what?
You're shipping the money.
You have to take a punt. I mean, I told you the next morning that this had happened to me, and you were like, at the end of the day, mate, I kind of get it. You have to take a punt for these kind of things. I mean, had I been one of the person that went to the final and spent like $3,000 and got scammed,
That would
I'd have been pissed. But I was like, I felt a bit mugged off. But anyway, we went back and forth, and he said, right, 2 tickets is 500 quid, whatever. And I said, okay, what I'll do is I'll buy 1 ticket, and you send me that first. And then if it's legit, then I'll buy the second one. So I kind of made sure to kind of give myself a little bit of protection, not go kind of gung-ho and buy 2 straight off the bat. Because I would have happily gone on my own. I'm one of those guys who would happily go to the cinema by myself if I needed to. Like, I've got no problems doing that.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, that's full. That's fine. Bought a ticket and I transferred the money. And then he said, okay, waiting for it to come through. It's not come through yet. And then this is the thing that really got me. The guy was like, we were kind of having a chit-chat on DMs, like very casually. Just like, you're excited for the game, yeah, I really am. There was the warning signs were kind of being repressed because I was like, okay, it seems like he's actually fine. It's not just take my money and run. And he kept saying, oh, it's not going through your bank yet. And I sent them a receipt and I said, it's definitely happened. I called my bank and I said to my bank at that time, I was like, has the money gone? They were like, yeah, it's definitely left your account. So it's gone. Luckily I've got kind of fraud prevention kind of on my account. So it's good. So I was like, okay. And it got to the point where he then said something. He then said to me, he said, I tell you what, the payment's not come through, but what if you send me another 100 quid? Because that should bump the first payment to come through quicker. And I was like, oh, your horses, mate. What? Yeah. And I straight away went, send you another 100 quid to bump the first payment.
That's not a thing.
This is not the Wild West. I'm not some schmuck, mate. I thought, that's not a thing. So I said to him, no, I'm not comfortable doing that. That's not going to happen. Why don't you send me the ticket? And then I'll know it's because he's got my Twitter profile. I'm a legitimate person. Yeah. Don't get me started on verification ticks because that's a total nightmare. But still, like I'm a legit person following whatever. This person was not. This person, like I don't know why I was being so stupid. I kind of fell for it. But long story short, yeah, he went back and forth for a while. He asked me again. He made a few spelling mistakes, like basically, like he spelled Wembley wrong, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
These little things.
The signs were there.
The signs were there, mate, and I thought, oh no, I've been mugged off here. And it went back and forth. I didn't get anything through that night, and it was like, I'll check my bank and first thing in the morning, go into my DMs. The guy's blocked me.
There you go.
He's changed his profile name, and I thought, oh, he's had me. So bottom line, mate, I think in future I need to just be a lot. I think I let my guard down because I wanted to be there that badly. So for all you guys listening, just be mindful. I got so schooled by the guy in the bank as well. He was like, "Did you read all the scamming information on the purchase, like on the app?" I was like, "Yeah, I did." He was like, "In future, just give yourself 5 minutes before making a decision." I thought, I'm like a child now, and I was like, "Yes, Daddy." Yes, I'm sorry. So, lesson learnt, mate, I guess.
Hey, we still won the semi at least. Just forget about the final. It's fine.
Yeah.